Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WrestleRelaunch. This is episode 28. It's gonna be a little disorientated because I'm gonna get this episode rolling tonight. I just upgraded my Wi-Fi plan. This is our second take of this video because I had very bad technical difficulties recording this the first time because of my Wi-Fi, and I had to get on the phone with Xfinity and fucking yap around with that and change it. Let's just say I hate Xfinity so much as I do AEW. It's a fucking shit company, shit fucking support, shit fucking everything about it. But oh well, I got a better plan. I'm saving $30. This is AEW All In. Villain.
Which brings us to the sponsor of this video
Oh,
today, Xfinity. I'm kidding.
no, no. I would. They'd have to pay me $1 million for them to fucking sponsor on this shit because fuck no. I fucking just anyway.
Well, that brings us to today's real sponsor.
Oh no.
Don't forget to pre-order your copy of WWE 2K23, the Icon Edition. No, I'm just kidding.
Alrighty.
Callback jokes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I already yapped off a bit.
Yes, he did. He was angry. He was very angry. He didn't even watch the fucking thing, and he was angry at
I
it.
did watch it. I watched 3 matches, five including the pre-show, but 3 matches on the
You
card.
you woke my ass up asking me if I was ready for this pay-per-view, and then only watched like 2 or 3 matches. You bastard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. But it was AM for me. He's lucky that it was midday for him. For me, it was fucking early in the morning for me. Him.
Where midday for me? If it was morning for you and midday for me, where the hell am I? Australia?
Yes.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off this review. With the pre-show, with the matches I did see, you had MJF versus Adam Cole versus the Aussie Open of Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher. That match was pretty cool. You know, it was all right. You had MJF and Adam Cole win the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships, and they used their clothesline finisher to go for the pin. 1, 2, 3, new tag team champions.
Double clothesline.
It was pretty cool. It was a cool moment. You know, it's like, dang, let's see the main event. Right after that, there was a match that didn't really make sense at all to me, in my very opinion, and I was like, what the fuck, and I was completely lost. For the what the fuck championship, it was Hook versus Jack Perry in a I didn't even know street fight fucking match or whatever the fuck that was. I mean, it was a cool spot with the car and the glass shake and with the fisherman suplex, you know, it was a cool spot, um, but it was pretty goofy. I liked the shit they did in the ring with this back-to-back suplexes. Hook suplexes looked amazing out there. Villain, I think you admired those suplexes because they looked amazing.
I did. Fucking Jack Perry went for a mule kick, low blow, while the referee wasn't looking, and Hook caught his leg and turned it into a T-bone suplex. I was just like, this kid is gonna go far.
He fell in love with it. And before we
You
further,
had to make it weird. You had to make it weird.
before we, furthermore, Hook defeats Jack Perry to become the What the Fuck champion once again. But before we go on with the main show, I am going to zoom in through it a little quickly because we already talked about the first 3 things that we already talked about here, and I
Yeah,
really
but we didn't, because we have to re-upload it. So, like, we have to talk about it again.
again and again. But before we go forward, my condolences and Villain Anonymous' condolences. I did make my very sad, heartbreaking video on the passing of Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. And since Villain wasn't part of it, I would love for him to have a part say on it.
You know, I might actually do a video on my own, just because you did a video on your own. Because there's so much that I could say about Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt that it just wouldn't fit into this video. So, well, you know what? Keep your eyes peeled, listeners, for the next video.
For me, like as I said in the video, that video got like in the comments, people also were like as well in that video. That just had me hella shook. But I'm glad that both companies had their mini tributes. WWE mainly had the big tribute, and I'm glad AEW partook in the tribute, which it's really good and cool. But moving forward for AEW All In, the first All In since 2019 or 2018, I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. They kick it off with honestly one of my top matches of the night, my favorite match of the night, honestly. Samoa Joe versus CM Punk for the Real World Championship. I love CM Punk. I love Samoa Joe. Two great fucking beasts in the ring together, one on one. Uh,
Bruh, how do you have a favorite match of the night if you only watched like 2 or 3 of them?
because I know the rest was garbage. Um,
This guy.
CM Punk and Samoa Joe threw it down in this fucking ring and did amazing beauty of work. These motherfuckers, like Punk, Joe, can work good together, and I can watch this shit every day, any day of the fucking week. I can rewatch this shit. Joe tried doing his walkaways, but Punk reversed the first one, and then he did it again. No, he did a hurricanrana on Joe, and he landed on his head ish. And I call it kind of was like, oh shit, hopefully Samoa Joe isn't injured. And then he did it again, but for the outside, and CM Punk just ate the floor. It was hilarious. He just ate shit. And he tried going for another hurricanrana, and he got caught, and he got slammed in the middle of the table. Ate shit there. And it was overall a fun fucking match, and I enjoyed it. Um, especially
My favorite thing with Samoa Joe ever, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to agree. Let us know in the comments. That whole man, sit your ass down. The Uranagi in the corner. It's my favorite thing from Samoa Joe. He always has some really funny shit to say when he does it.
it's hilarious. It's dope, and I love the finish of the match when instead of he didn't do no GTS that I remember in this match at all. He did a Pepsi plunge.
He wasn't going to be able to lift Samoa Joe after the time that they were in the ring. He was really tired. They
He
were
did
both really tired.
he did a Pepsi plunge and 1, 2, 3, and he's still the real world champion.
It's a callback to the Ring of Honor fight when Punk finally beat Samoa Joe. That's the same. It was the same finish. Was the Pepsi plunge off the top?
It's a believable finish.
It is a believable finish.
So I love that. Up next was garbage. So next, I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
I'm just kidding. Bullet Club. I love Juice and Jay. Don't get me wrong. I love Juice and Jay. They're fucking great together. They're great in the ring. Fucking Juice is really good. Who gives a fuck about Hangman Adam Page? Kenny Omega, I'm still neutral on him. Okay, I I think it's the same with you, Keith. Right? You're neutral on Kenny right now.
I'm neutral on Kenny because New Japan Kenny is probably one of the greatest talents in wrestling, and AEW Kenny is what the hell did you do to New Japan Kenny?
So for my feels, it's like, I didn't watch this match. I saw the entrances, but that was it. As soon as I saw Hangman Adam Page get all that pyro, I turned off the TV. I said, what the fuck is this?
You want the main difference? Look at
Well, the man.
NXT. Look at NXT Baron Corbin, and then look at main roster Baron Corbin. That's the difference between New Japan Kenny and AEW Kenny.
Well, but the real difference is that you have a cardboard cutout of Hangman Adam Page in your room in a shrine, and I don't. So
Don't make me do it again. Don't make me do it again.
Take
I
away
did it
this
in the
match.
first video, and it didn't count.
okay, sorry to go back to the other matches. CM Punk versus Joe gets a 5.5 quarter stars for me.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, 77 and 93 quarters.
Oh Jesus, no! But that match gets from my rating, it gets an A. From Keith's rating, it gets a 5 rating, a 5 out of 5, and MJF and Adam Cole gets an 9.5 out of a 9.5. What the fuck am I saying? A 4.5 out of 5 for me for that rating, and I get
Not
I give it a B.
MJF versus Adam Cole. It was
Sorry,
it was the Ring of Honor tag
Yeah,
title.
you know what I mean. Tomato, and the Hook versus Jack
Yo,
Perry.
this guy's half asleep right now.
The Hook
It's
versus
mad
Jack
funny,
Perry, I
considering
give
that
it
he's so far in the past.
Hook versus Jack Perry, it gets a 3 out of 5 for me, and a C plus.
Yeah, the fisherman suplex on the windshield gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
And there you go. Now, take away the BCG versus the BC.
Oh my god, here we go.
You take it away. This is your match. You watched it. Because the next match, I'm gonna destroy it.
The whole point of Bullet Club Gold and Golden Elite. Why does everybody have to be gold? I don't understand it. None of them has a title belt. Why does it have to be gold? Whatever. It was what it was. It was the story. It was the furthering of the storyline of Takeshita and Don Callis and Kenny Omega, and they just had to throw in Hangman Adam Page. Like Bullet Club Gold will always look good because Juice Robinson and fucking Switchblade will always be great. Though they're not being used right in AEW, they'll still always be great. This was to set up next week at All Out. Like the finish of this match felt really, really dumb. Like everybody was hitting signatures back and forth, and then Takeshita just rolled up Kenny Omega with an old school roll up and got a 3 count. So the surprise roll up wins again. Hooray!
Anyway, I give that match out of stars. The next match. Well, before we go on, villain, what do you give that match rating since you saw it with your own eyes? And I forgot to turn on this real quick. I
I
forgot.
have I have no problem with this match. So bleh. If I had to give it something out of 10, it would probably be at 8.5.
I forgot to turn on the graphics for the All In graphics, and it was just a black screen with our logos on it. So for the first
Nice.
10 minutes.
Well
Uh,
played, Sponge. And he calls me the fucking boomer,
hey,
bro.
but
I
thank God
swear to
it's just
God.
we're in the second match of the card. So
He calls me the boomer and he messes up all the technology stuff. It's like, I
I'm
thought
very
that's what your
tired.
generation was
After
here for.
we recorded an hour ago, and then I'm really tired of all that stupid Wi-Fi nonsense with the companies and
He's
stupid
really,
shit.
he's really tired. Meanwhile, it's 1 in the morning here, and it's
Hey,
not
hey,
even
hey! But
10 for him yet.
you're a vampire. You don't be sleeping.
This is also true.
So the next match, which is FTR, which those are my boys. I love FTR versus Garbage, the Young Bucks, whoever they are. This match I peeked in a little bit, in and out, in and out, in and out, because I think I was doing a lot of stuff during this time. But I was peeking in, and I liked the shit I was seeing. You know, just the thing is about this match is that who cares? I really don't give a fuck. I love what they did. It was not a bad match. I love FTR, so I will never hate on them much. But this match is just I don't give a fuck. Like I feel like when I said in the first recording, Keith, they should have done the fucking Young Bucks, the stupid fucking Elite, should have been fucking not pussies and just worked with their fucking coworkers. Like you think
Oh my God! Here
you
we
think
go again.
you think I go to work and I like working with all those pieces of shit? Absolutely fucking not. But I'm still gonna work with I'm still gonna work with all those pieces of shit, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, this is my fucking job. I get paid to do it. This is a business. We're
This
gonna keep this
fucking
business
guy.
together. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking hissy fit and say I'm not showing up to work tomorrow because that bitch is working tomorrow. Absolutely not. I don't do that shit. It's fucking whatever. You're getting paid
This guy,
to do something that you
this guy's
love to
gonna,
do.
this guy's gonna show up to work tomorrow, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, we heard what the fuck you said, bro."
They're gonna
We
see
like
me.
heard you were talking that shit.
They're gonna see
They,
me.
they,
They're gonna see me with
they,
muffins tomorrow. That's what they're gonna see me.
they're, they're gonna hang him from his drawers from like a fucking closet door or some shit. It's gonna
All
be
right,
mad funny.
all right.
They're just gonna leave him there all day.
Just saying. Let's just saying here is that the Keith. We feel like we can agree this. No one gives a fuck about this match. I know you like the trilogy, the fucking rubber match or whatever the fuck. But if this happened,
This match was the best match of the trilogy.
if
So it's
this
like,
low key it really was. But if this match happened fucking 6 months ago, I think people would have give more of a fuck than they do now because low key, if they had been smart fucking morons, no, smart fucking people and not dumb fucking morons and taking advantage of all the real heat and all of that shit, you could have had CMFTR versus the Elite. Everyone like you can be a CM Punk hater, you can be a CM Punk lover, you can be an Elite hater, an Elite lover, and you could say that would make sense and it would be fucking perfect and that would be money maker. That would bring people to watch this fucking shit and everyone would have loved it. But so this match, I don't give a fuck about this match. I really don't. It was a good match. No like what it's no complaints for it, but it was just no one gives about it, fuck about it in this very moment. So what do you say?
Spongy sounds angry.
What do you have to say about this match?
This match was great. Yeah, like you literally had these two teams were stealing each other's finishers. Like this was great. The ending was just perfect. So it was. But I don't. The only thing I don't really like about this was after the match, like FTR just wanted to shake hands and be done with it, and the Young Bucks because God knows they just can't do anything the right way. They just decided, no, we're just gonna leave. The whole crowd was booing them as loudly as possible. It was so fucking funny because they were getting really loud cheers during the match, during their entrance. But once they shook off the handshake at the end, boy, the crowd turned on them real quick.
Damn. Well, I give this match from the way I saw it, I give it a 4 out of 5, and I'll give it a B plus.
No, this is 10 out of 10, A plus.
9.5 out of 10 for me.
This isn't Daniel Bryan. This isn't a B+ player.
All right, this is Keith's favorite match of the night. The next
Oh
one, I
God.
peeked in. I saw a bit on Twitter, you guys. I saw you guys posting a bit of the stupidity, and Keith was going absolutely buck shit crazy for it. It was Football Fuckery 5 in Wembley Stadium. It was Orange
No, it's
Cassidy,
foot.
Eddie Kingston,
It's
Best Friends, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, El Penta Zero Garbage, and versus the Black Coupe, the BCC, the Black. I can't even say it on this because you're gonna get we're gonna get flagged. But the BCC, this with Ortiz and Santana as their reunion since they haven't been back in fucking since they had that little whatever the fuck. But
Well, I mean, one of them got really badly injured in blood and guts. So I mean, like, come on now.
in better news, ladies and gentlemen, Tyrus lost his championship and has to retire. So that was one good thing that destroyed this match. Um, but anyway, um, this match looked fucking retarded. I mean, stupid. Fucking
Ooh,
sorry.
he said about word.
Very bad word. Don't take that offensively. I don't mean it in any harsh words. But I feel, and I apologize if anyone takes it insensitively. I really do. But let me just say, this is what happens when you give garbage fucking a garbage independent show an unlimited $1 billion. This is what happens. That's literally it's what I say. What I say when it comes to music. When you give a ghetto garbage artist $1 million and they have like an insane set of garbage music. This is what I call it. This is what happens when you give a low budget independent garbage hardcore show an unlimited money spree. This is what you get from it. Stupid. What do you say? You've watched the match, Foley villain.
I, I really tried. I really tried to watch this. I didn't want to watch it, but like I knew Sponge wasn't going to watch it, so I knew that I had to watch it. But when Moxley put the bamboo shoots into his forehead, I was just done. I couldn't pay attention.
They didn't even
I,
disperse
I
right.
I turned away and then I turned back and Eddie Kingston was coming back out from the back and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Wasn't he in this match the whole time? Uh, he came out and he speared Moxley through a table and fucking Orange Cassidy pinned Claudio Castagnoli. I was about ready to turn off my TV.
And that's why this match got a out of star rating. And that's why we go to Kit's second favorite match of the night. The Women's World Heavyweight Championship match of Saraya, Hikaru Shida, Tona Storm, and Dr. Britt Baker for the Women's World title.
It was way better than Football Field Fuckery 9.
I also didn't watch this match. I just saw the outcome of the victory, which I was not a big fan about, but it's whatever. You know, the women's division is not even good over there, so does it really matter? But
Everybody missed the point of this match.
tell us the point.
It, they completely blew up the Outcasts. Like there's no more Outcasts. Like you have Ruby Soho is going for the TBS title next week at All Out. So you have the possibility of two of the three Outcasts having a world title, a women's world title. So like it's gonna be weird. The what was it, Tony Storm and Saraya got into a big fight. Like Ruby Soho came out to try to tell them both to stop fighting, and then they all started fighting with each other. Like it was that spot with Tony Storm and Saraya's mom on the outside was weird. I was just like, why do they why do they watch WWE from like the 2007 era and just think that that's good television? It's like it's all recycled. Like none of it is original, none of it is good. And they can't even succeed with the female stars that came from WWE. So it's just like, what?
Let's give the title to Saraya, as Saraya did win, which I was not a fan of. I'm a fan of Hikaru Shida, Tony Storm. No longer, I'm not a fan of Dr. Britt Baker right now because recently she's been interesting. From
W like AEW has the Outcasts, and if you take the name Outcasts and you call it for what it really is, it's the WWE Rejects. Ruby Soho, Tony Storm, and Saraya. You can't call them ex WWE as a stable. You have to call them the Outcasts. Really?
What about Social Outcasts with Bo Dallas and Adam Rose, Curtis Axel, and Adam
Bro,
Rose?
that group was fun as fuck, and you said Adam Rose twice.
Oh shit! I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but I forgot their name.
Bro, the Social Outcasts were so much fun.
Anywho, what do you give this match a rating? Because I can't give it a rating since I did not watch it.
With the developing storylines, I give it a solid 8.
Up next was another favorite match for the Villanonymous. It was Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve Strickland and your father's favorite, Christian Cage.
Fucking damn it.
I saw some highlights of this match and I saw the shit Sting did and I was like, holy fuck, Sting, don't die right here. Holy shit. This man threw himself on a table that didn't break. This man threw himself on a fucking coffin. He did a fucking his finisher on a coffin. I was like, this man's gonna die here. I was like,
No, he threw himself on the table that didn't break, and then threw himself through that same table to make sure it broke.
that man, for being 65 years old, that man is a fucking nuts.
I
That
like the
man.
video. I like the video package they had before the match started. They literally had them walking down the streets of Whitechapel, and Sting was literally dressed like Jack the Ripper, which it was pretty cool. Like when you started to see his face, like you saw like the Joker Sting makeup was real. And like it, and they came out to Metallica Seek and Destroy like Sting used to do in WCW, and I was just like, oh boy, here we go. Like there was a lot of copyrighted music like that AEW was gonna have to pay a lot of money for. They used Queen for Soraya's entrance. They used Metallica for Sting and Darby's entrance. Like that shit was pretty fucking dope.
And the outcome was Darby Allin versus Sting. They squished Swerve in the fucking coffin. They literally crushed him. He wasn't even in the coffin. Half his body was out. They crushed him in the coffin.
Yeah, the fucking Swerve Strickland tried to get out of the coffin, and then Darby Allin just dove off with a coffin drop onto the like exposed like torso of Swerve Strickland. It was like you know, there's a lot of padding in there to make sure that it wasn't gonna like
Crush his fucking finger, break all of his fingers, and but
no like no like the upper half of his body was sticking out when he did the coffin drop for
oh,
the finish.
I watched. I know what you're talking about. But also,
Like his
I thought
stomach, his sternum, his back, like that shit was gonna be if there wasn't that much padding in there.
I low-key thought that fucking Christian. I thought you had to put both the bodies in one coffin or in two
No,
coffins.
they specified the rules at the beginning, and I was just like, ew.
I think it
Like
was dumb.
they had that dude that was teaming up with Darby Allin earlier in the week came out, and Luchasaurus got rid of him real quick, but then Luchasaurus walked away and didn't like almost didn't come back, and I was just like, this is weird.
Luchasaurus is the most useless TNT champion ever.
Well,
Anywho,
really, I
up
really
next.
didn't like the TNT title on Wardlow, but that's
Where the fuck is Wardlow?
your guess is as good as mine.
Up next was Will Ospreay versus fucking Chris Jericho, which this match was a lot of fun. I've never seen these men fight each other. I don't even think they've ever fought each other. But this match was a lot of fun. But Keith surely sang along to Chris Jericho singing during that entrance.
You know what's really funny? One, obviously for the viewers who know, no, I didn't. Um, and two, Chris Jericho really didn't seem like he could sing his own song that he wrote. It was bad. Like when the crowd sings your song better than you do as the person who created the song, it's not great, buddy. Like he tried to spark the crowd with the whole Freddie Mercury callbacks and he played himself to the ring with his own theme song, and I was just like, but Fozzy sounded great. Like the band itself with the drums and the guitars sounded amazing, but Jericho's voice is just not there. I guess he wasted it all on the Masked Singer last season.
Oh my god. I low-key had fun with a lot of the shit they did in this match. Will Ospreay's fucking amazing. Jericho's old. Um, but Will Ospreay
Will
did.
Ospreay's finisher, the Stormbreaker, is so fucking cool. By the way,
It is fucking. It was so dope, and fucking Will Ospreay won the match. I had no problem with this match. It was one of those matches like, dang, I wasn't looking forward to it, but I liked it. I liked it a lot.
you gotta figure in the span of a month and a half, anybody watching wrestling in the United States wouldn't know Will Ospreay from a hole in a wall unless you were a diehard fan of the sport. But it's in the last 6 weeks, he put on that banger with Kenny Omega, and then he just put on that banger with Chris Jericho, and he's showing the world why Paul Heyman wanted to sign him to fucking.
WWE like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
No, no, not WWE. It was fucking. It's either OVW or FCW. Whichever one Paul Heyman was a big part of. Like whatever one was the one that led to NXT.
FCW, FCW.
Yeah, it had to be FCW.
It transformed into NXT.
He literally if you ever watch that, I'll tell you guys right now.
It's the. Are you talking about when he went up?
Video.
Are you talking about when he went up on the stage and gave him that contract and fucking said and he didn't take it, but he in front of all
Yeah,
those people?
Paul Heyman was standing there in front of a whole bunch of people, and he goes, "I wasn't really gonna do this, but like I got to call somebody out in the crowd." And he calls out a young Will Ospreay, and he says, "I've been watching you all over the world doing what you do best, and I wanted to be the first one to offer you a contract." Like when Paul Heyman sees something in you, by all means, do it. Unless,
But he'll never have a story to finish with you though. He doesn't know how to write
no,
writing.
he'll yeah, but you with a generational talent like Will Ospreay, you don't need to really steer him or guide him. Like you just throw him into whatever you need to throw him into, and he will just deliver. Which is why it's so good that he's got somebody behind him like a Don Callis right now. Like,
It's cool. I enjoy that shit. But yeah, what rating do you give this match?
I mean, Jericho looked not so great at times, and then Jericho looked kind of glimpses of what he used to be. So it's like, from a Jericho standpoint, I have to give it like a 7. But like, Will Ospreay killed it. So like, I'll take the 10 and the 7, and I'll make it an 8.5
There you
to
go.
9.
I
Like
agree with you.
this match was great. Like I just wish Jericho didn't look so old and not there anymore.
You stupid idiot. Next match was the Acclaimed versus Billy Gunn. The Acclaimed versus the House of Crack. The House of Black. The House of Black. One notable thing that Keith pointed out is that they did come out in memoriam of Bray Wyatt in their entrance, which was really cool. I did look back at it and see it. It was dope. And then you had the Acclaimed. Didn't watch this match, so this is gonna be one carried by Villanonymous. Hello? Hello? Does he not want to carry this match? Hello? I know I can tell you a couple things. I'm gonna call this man on the phone number. I have no idea what the heck happened to him. I don't know if I DC'd or he DC'd. We've gotten this far on this recording. We keep it raw here. But what I can tell you is some highlights from it is that the Acclaim did win the tag team champion, the trios tag team champion, the trios titles, I should say. They finally defeated the longest reigning of the House of Black that night. What I can say is I didn't see a single highlight of this match. But I'm pretty sure it was good. Buddy Matthews and Malachi Black and Brody King are beasts in the ring. So are the Acclaim of Max Caster and Anthony. Billy Gunn too. I think this was Billy Gunn's return into the ring. It has been quite a few, because I think he did supposedly put his boots in the middle of the ring. I don't remember if it was a Collision, a Rampage, or a Dynamite. And it could have even been a Dark. No, I'm just playing. It was not a Dark. It was not a Dark.
Audio issues.
You're good. You're good. But now it's echoing.
I
So,
know.
so. But furthermore,
How about now?
but furthermore, still echoing. Billy Gunn, the Acclaimed, they pick up the win. So I feel like, as in, for terms, I'm cool with it. I'm glad they won the trios titles, mainly because they're a trio. And I'm like, when they took away the tag titles away from the Acclaimed, I was really mad when they gave them to the Guns, because after the incident with Max Caster and all that, when they dropped the title belts, I was really annoyed. It was super, super, like, I was like, dang, they literally had the hottest tag team, and that was like hella annoying. You had the hot. It's still echoing. They had the hottest tag team, and they took away the tag belts. Like, I never really understood that. I really, really did not understand that. Villain, if you can hear me, you should join off your phone. But but I guess I'll keep it real for that, since I don't know anything that happened in the match. But I will say, Villain probably enjoyed it, mainly because Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Malachi Black, and I know he's a fanish of the Acclaimed. But up next, without Villanonymous, he's having audio issues, and we're 30 minutes into this recording, so I gotta carry it, I gotta improvise. We have Adam Cole versus the AEW World Champion, MJF, which, from the things that he told me, oh no, yeah, that's still going. But what is it? For the, you're good. I have you muted, so you're good. From the things that I've heard, and I did see the clip of where he was gonna turn or whatever. But MJF does beat Adam Cole and retain. They had their backs and forths, but the storytelling, the story was there, everything was good. You're echoing really bad, but this. Go on your phone. Villain, he's going on his phone. But furthermore, towards the end, when MJF fucking wins, Adam Cole has a bit of a little like, he's mad. He's mad that he didn't win the world title. He throws the Ring of Honor world title. Then MJF sees that and he says, "I'm fucking stupid. I'm so dumb. I knew you were fake. I'm so dumb for this shit." He throws the title at Adam Cole. He says, "There, you want the belt? Take the fucking belt." He turns his back around, puts his arms back. "Just do it already. Do it already. Do it already." And then he grabs the world title. He's about to do it, and then Roddy Piper, Roderick Strong comes and is like, "Yes, do it. Just do it already." You know, the jealous girlfriend. Break up with him already. Come with me. I'm your real friend. I'm the girl. I'm your whatever. He comes in, and so is MJF saying things. "Just do it already. Get it over with. I'm stupid. I'm stupid." And then Adam Cole drops the belt, and then MJF hears the slam of the belt on the floor, and then he turns around and they hug each other, and that is how that ended. From the memory. There you go. No echo.
I fixed it. Hooray! I fixed it.
You missed one match, and I already story told the final one. But
Yeah, of
yeah,
course Of course I missed the main event.
but
Fucking
there you
audio
go. Villain
settings
is
are
back,
so
ladies and
screwed.
gentlemen, after I finished it. But I love this, so I give this, again, a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, A plus right here. Great ending to the All In All In pay-per-view, in my opinion. What did you think,
Yeah,
Villain?
the storytelling for the main event was absolutely fucking flawless. I've got no issue with it. That's definitely 10 out of 10. I just don't know what they're gonna do with it going forward.
We'll find out on AEW Dark, Dark Elevation, Rampage, Dynamite, and Collision.
Well, remember, hilariously, during the celebration at the end when they finally, decided to just hug it out and not be whiny little peoples about it, they advertised for next year's All In that it's going to be right back there at Wembley next year in August. Tony Khan said that he wants to make this a yearly thing with All In and Wembley and All Out in Chicago.
Well, I just got news that Makari will not be coming for AEW Collision and AEW Wrestle Dream. Also announced alongside the AEW Collision in my home state and home city of Seattle. It's already been announced that Collision was going to be here, and then Tony Khan himself said that there will be a pay-per-view the day after Collision called Wrestle Dream in honor of Inoki, and it will be marking the 1 year anniversary of his passing. And I'm excited for this in
I'm
Seattle.
really excited for this. Like they definitely like Tony Khan. You can tell Tony Khan is a fan. Like he's an absolute fan of wrestling. Like he to honor Antonio Inoki like that with an entire ass pay per view. Like I fucking love this.
And I can't wait. Especially since I haven't been to a pay per view since 2019, and New
Well,
Japan AEW pay per view. I'm mainly excited for the New Japan side of it. AEW, I'm just whatever. As long as I get to see CM Punk from AEW and FTR, I'm cool with it. But the New Japan, I've never seen New Japan guys live. In
you know what I want. You know what I want to see going forward. Like if they're gonna do the AEW New Japan thing. You know what I want to see.
what do you want to see?
We saw versus Will Ospreay. We saw Jericho versus Will Ospreay. Who do I want to see fight Will Ospreay next?
Who? Who? Tell us. Tell us.
Either CM Punk or MJF.
I knew you were gonna say CM Punk or MJF.
Bro, MJF against Will Ospreay would be fire.
That'd be dope. And they have a month and 2 weeks to build whatever they have to for this pay per view.
Well, at the media scrum, they added 2 matches to All Out next week. There's gonna be an international title match on Dynamite between Orange Cassidy and Penta, and the winner of that match is going to defend the new. Well, whoever wins is going to defend the international title against John Moxley at All Out.
For no reason. Anyway, did we talk about the rebrand in the beginning of the video?
We did talk about the rebrand at the beginning.
Okay.
No, I think you talked about the rebrand at the beginning of the other video that
So,
didn't
in
make
case
it.
you didn't already, if you guys already haven't noticed that 40 minutes into this video, we have rebranded the channel, new logos, new everything, and our new slogan, Revive the Wrestling Spirit. This is what WrestleRelaunch is. We're reviving the wrestling spirit. We got new stuff. I've upgraded the Twitter. I've upgraded the YouTube. I've upgraded what you're looking at, the format right now. Villain hasn't seen it, so he can't see how I have the YouTube set up. Um, so hopefully you guys enjoy this newish kind of thing. I've been trying to work on this for a minute. I've been trying to get a steady, nice looking modern rebrand for the channel as we're slowly growing. I know we take our 2 month breaks, but this weekend we're gonna be busy. This weekend we're gonna be
We're
busy.
gonna be hella busy. We're gonna be
So
hella busy, especially over the next month. Uh, like I said, I don't remember if I said it in this video or the last video. I'm gonna be attempting to go to Saturday night main event for WWE next week. Oh, well, I'm sorry, 2 weeks at the Nassau Coliseum on September 8th. That's gonna be a lot of fun because you're gonna have Finn versus Cody in a street fight. Like I can't really want to.
well,
I really want to see that.
this little Mark doesn't know anything about it. Every live event they do that match, but
Yeah. Oh, okay. But I'm going to Saturday night's main event. You're going to Collision. I
I get to
think
see
I
CM
win here.
Punk, so I think I win here. I get to see Punk.
I get to see LA Knight. Yeah.
I saw Max Dupree. It was so sad.
I get to see Cody and LA Knight. Let's go.
You get to see a lot of people that I wanted to go to the live event here in Kennewick, Washington, but that shit sold out in fucking fuck. I'm so mad. But you're lucky. You are lucky. But I get to see. I'm going to Collision and Wrestle Dream most likely, and this next month. So me and Villain will have wrestling content, live wrestling content, coming up in the forwards. I will. If this man does not record, this man got tickets to SmackDown for the Tribal Court and didn't go, like a bot that he
Yeah.
is.
Well, I
But
had to work. Like, come on, man.
no,
Like,
you grab your
for
Mindy's,
somebody.
you get your Mindy's
No.
cupcakes and go to work and say no. The tribal chief
No.
said
For
no.
somebody who doesn't make his own schedule like that, once I get called, I gotta go.
No, no, my schedules are pretty set. It's Monday through Saturday, and Sunday's usually the day that I'm free. But that's why it's a Sunday. That's why we're recording this. It's Monday for Villain right now, but Sunday for me, cause oh boy. But tomorrow is Raw. Let's see the aftermath of All In and Raw. I mean, oops, wrong show.
Yeah, let's see if all the people that were missing on Friday actually show up on Raw.
I know John Cena's gonna be on SmackDown next week, and he's gonna have his own little tribute to Bray. It has been said.
Yeah, it'd be
Um,
amazing if Bray's greatest rival in WWE would actually say something. It's not like he's the face of the company right now or anything.
Villain's little fucking whiny crybaby, like all the little Twitter bitches. That's him.
No, no, I think Roman is punk for.
Anyway, well, this was our review for AEW All In. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I got 2 more videos to upload. I think it was what a review: Money in the Bank and fucking was it Forbidden Door?
Yeah,
Forbidden Door and Money in the Bank.
we still gotta do
Nope.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm not going back for SummerSlam. Fuck no.
Yeah, we gotta do SummerSlam.
You can do
Really good. We
SummerSlam
gotta
on
do
your own,
SummerSlam.
but don't forget to get your
No.
copy of 2K23. I'm out. I'm a Smoothie T. I'm out of here. Villain,